Now, you're probably looking at that title and thinking, no way. Search your feelings. You know it to be true. Anyway, let's talk about Blue Lock. Blue Lock is a new football anime that follows the journey of Isagi Yoichi, a high school football player that is selected to join the Blue Lock program. The aim of the Blue Lock program is to develop the best striker in Japan and is masterminded by Igo Jinpachi. In true sports/shonen anime fashion, Isagi starts out as the underdog and has to work his way up through the rankings in Blue Lock in order to be recognized by Igo and the other players in Blue Lock. Now, the players in Blue Lock are put through rigorous training and various challenges in order to develop their skills at football. Now, the main draw of Blue Lock is its premise, whereas other sports anime are about working together as a team in order to achieve your goals and in order to win. Blue Lock, on the other hand, pits its players against each other. So every player is working towards their own self-interest, towards themselves becoming the best striker in Japan. So you might be wondering, what would the first challenge be like in this Blue Lock program? Well, the players are actually pitted against each other. But what about the second challenge? Now, the second challenge, the players have to learn to work together as a team. And this puts the players that are playing in non-attacking positions, the defenders and the goalkeepers, at a major disadvantage, especially if you're trying to become the best striker in Japan. And one of the best things about Blue Lock is that they have to learn to work together as a team, but they also want to serve their own self-interest. So everybody has an agenda. Everybody wants to show off what they can do. Another thing that I think is really good about Blue Lock is just how fun it is. It's very easy to go through if you're binging, and if you're watching week to week, the episodes feel really short. And that's because I think the anime is very, very well paced. Throughout the entire 2 cores of anime, it brings through 95 chapters of manga, which is a very, very good pace. Now, I'd like to touch on the characters from Blue Lock. Besides Isagi Yoichi, there's also several supporting characters like Igo Jinpachi, but also players like Bachira, Chigiri, Nagi, Reo, and Baro. And the character designs are really amazing, in my opinion, because each character is designed to look like a main character in their own right. And they're also not just there to chew scenery. Each of these characters go through their own little character development arcs. And the best thing about this is these little development moments tend to happen in the middle of a high stakes match. And this brings more tension and raises the stakes of each match. While Blue Lock initially introduces us to a large cast of characters, throughout the series, it starts to focus up more on certain characters while introducing newer characters, which are the better players that are part of Blue Lock. I would also like to talk about the animation, especially the character animations, particularly the facial expressions, because the animation for the facial expressions really brings you into the mindset of the players and where they're at, particularly when they're going through these sort of moments of evolution, these moments of character development, where they come to grips with what they can do with their skills. And it's really fun because it turns the tide of a match on it, against the other team. What about the other animation? Well, the other animation it's serviceable. You can watch it. It's not terrible. Sometimes the animation is really fluid. Like some of the football animation is really incredible. And other times it's quite static. And the less said about the much maligned CG animation, I think, the better. Finally, as a football fan, I have to talk about the football in Blue Lock. It starts out quite realistic In fact, most of the skills being done in the early parts of Blue Lock are skills that can be done by real-life football professionals. And in fact, I've seen videos of people recreating the skills that are showcased in Blue Lock. But as we get further into the series, it becomes more like FIFA. And by FIFA, I mean the EA Sports produced video game and not the corrupt global organization. I know what you're thinking is, that's not true. It is not like FIFA. But there was just this moment in one of the last few episodes of the season, and that moment completely reminded me of a 5-star skill move showcase on FIFA. So that's what it feels like. It feels like a game of FIFA. Every match feels like a game of FIFA where it's skill moves, where it's unrealistically incredible goals. And that serves to make it fun. But if you're here to look for something more grounded, more realistic, maybe more tactical about football, then I suggest you look elsewhere. Now, all in all, what do I think about Blue Lock? Well, I think Blue Lock is a really fun sports anime. If you enjoy hype moments, I suggest you watch it, and I definitely recommend it for football fans. If you're looking for something more realistic, maybe this is not it. But all in all, I would give it a 7 out of 10. Anyway, that's it from me. So if you've seen Blue Lock, please let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.